Fair play to FIFA. I personally didn't believe that a 72 game process to eliminate just 16 out of the 48 teams was really a good use of anyone's time, but it turned out to be quite fun. So fair play to them. We are now here with a round of 32, where basically we now have the 32 teams that would have qualified anyway, now playing against each other in just knockouts. So that's great. Basically all we did is we invited a load of countries in because we thought, oh, let's make the World Cup bigger, but all those countries that have been extra added, they're all gone home now. That's a shame. Anyway, we're now here with round 32. South Africa, Canada has already happened. Genuinely an awful game of football. If that's the standard for the rest of these knockouts, we may as well call it a day now. Shocking game. Canada get the winner. I wanted South Africa to win, but when Canada scored, I was quite happy because I didn't want extra time. That really would have been painful. So yeah, now we're here going to predict the rest of the tournament. Starting off with Germany, Paraguay, and it's easy. Germany. The Germans, I'm not overly sold on them. I'm not, I will say this. I mentioned it after their game against Curacao, and I've noticed it more recently. They're vulnerable. They are vulnerable. They're not great. They're good going forward. Defensively, they're a bit shaky. But they get the job done over Paraguay. I do believe that. Paraguay, they look good. Obviously, when we simulated the World Cup, Paraguay won it 4 times, which was kind of mental. And we didn't have them doing a sneaky bit of a job in this tournament, to be fair. And that has happened. I just don't see, I can't see it be having enough to beat the firepower of the German forward line. Probably game of the round next. Netherlands, Morocco. Wait, what order was this going in? I have no idea. Okay, Netherlands, Morocco. Anyway, I was going to say Brazil, Japan comes before the Germany game and the Netherlands game, but oh well. Netherlands, Morocco. That is probably game of the round, like I just said. Don't know why I'm repeating myself. And it's a tight one. Netherlands, they weren't great in that first half against Japan. They've got better. They've sort of stumbled across into the formula with Brian Bobby up front, which has been really nice. Somerville's played well. Van Dijk is solid as ever. Gravenberg's looked good. I am going to edge towards Morocco though. Is it Saibari? Is that how you say it, the striker? Been really impressed with him, I've got to say. Scored a couple of big goals. Been really nice to watch. Morocco were really fun. I remember that first half against Brazil. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I knew they were good before the tournament, but I was like, okay, this is a serious team. I know I watched a little bit of AFCON, I watched the final and the semis, but I didn't watch loads of Morocco. And I don't expect them to be that good against that quality of opposition. So I'm going to back them to beat the Dutch here. They are a good team, Morocco. African nations are now a lot better than they used to be. And there's always going to be the elite. And the elite will stay the elite for some time. But that middle section is getting bigger and stronger, and those below that middle section now are struggling to compete entirely. Like of Curacao and now the smaller nations, whereas before it would have been different nations that we now see as like good teams. So interesting. Anyway, next up we have Brazil, Japan. Oh, I've wanted more from Japan. I've not been overly sold on Japan. I thought they'd be better. They did really good at the last World Cup, beating Germany, beating Spain. I was like, okay, what you got for me? But they drew with Netherlands. They drew with Sweden. Brazil have been better than I thought they would be. Before the tournament, I didn't really back Brazil to do much. I still don't. I don't believe they'll go far in this tournament. In fact, I don't believe they'll go far at all. I believe Japan are going to beat Brazil on penalties. I'm feeling a 2-2 draw in that game, and Japan win on penalties. France, Sweden, we're not wasting our time. Simple as you like. The French are through. Ivory Coast and Norway is a game and a half. Norway was everyone's dark horse before the tournament. Ivory Coast, I said after game 1, they look like a dark horse. They're nice. I like the defence with Singo and Agadou, Doué. Then in midfield, Kessié, Fofana, Diamonde. Apparently he's chosen PSG. So rumour has it Yan Diamonde has the IQ of a dead fish. Because choosing to go to PSG over Liverpool, when Liverpool have no wingers and PSG have Doué. Why is my alarm going off? Right, my alarm clock's going off. Shut up, Brad. Shit, sorry about that. Anyway, what was I saying? Ivory Coast, Diamonde's an idiot for wanting PSG. You're not going to play. Well, actually, PSG rotates so much you might play. But anyway, more importantly, back to the football. Well, that is football, but the World Cup, dude. Yeah. Ivory Coast, Norway. Norway have Erling Haaland, and that's always going to be a threat. But is Erling Haaland enough? I do like the little thing they're doing with the crowd, that the ooh, and then they'll like roll back, like, ooh, that's cool. But I'm back at Ivory Coast. I like both teams. Norway, what are you doing? Why didn't you try and win the game and get an easier draw against Sweden? I'm going Ivory Coast. I'm not sure if I'm happy with that though. Mexico, Ecuador, fairly comfortable for Ecuador this one. Not Ecuador, sorry, Mexico. What am I saying? Mexico win this one, fairly easy. Ecuador good against Germany, but in the other two games I weren't overly impressed. I thought, to be fair, they created some chances against Ivory Coast. Curacao, you had to win that. They have somehow scraped through though. They are a bit of good vibes, but in Mexico at the Aztec, I can't see them winning. England versus Dr. Congo, easy. England. The England hate is, or the thing they've been playing bad, it's very overstated. And this England team suit the better nations, I do believe, based on what I've seen. Low block ain't for them. I'll say that. They'll have too much for Congo. Congo, I know they got a draw against Portugal, but I don't see them doing much. USA, Bosnia. Now, Bosnia were my dark horses before the tournament. USA were my dark horses after game one. Well, and so were Ivory Coast. I made a video, in case you want to watch it, USA, Ivory Coast and Australia, why I felt they were dark horses after game one. Bosnia were my team before the tournament. I have a feeling then. They have qualified, so I'm not a total idiot. But USA, I'm going to back the Americans. Home nations always do a bit better than they should. So I'm going to go with USA. Belgium, Senegal. That's two teams that have been fairly uninspiring. Not very impressed with either, compared to their normal standards, you know. I know Senegal battered Iraq, but against France, they were unlucky a little bit, but they should have really had a few goals. They should have really scored a few sooner, so they could have put a bit of pressure on France. Belgium have not been good. I know they battered New Zealand, but the draw of Egypt and the draw of Iran was really unimpressive. Not sure the vibes are great there. They all crashed out over Jeremy Doku. I'm not really sure why. Breaking news. Man wants to be there for the birth of his child. Why are you all crashing out? Calm down, okay? Calm down. I'm going with Senegal. I'm back in Sadio Mane and the boys. Portugal, Croatia. I'm back in the Portuguese. I'm not overly fussed on them. I don't believe they're going to win it. I don't see it. But they'll have enough to beat Croatia, who are quite old now. Spain, Austria. The only game of the round where both nations have the same score on Scrabble. Now, if that doesn't convince you it's going to be a belt of a game, then I don't know what will. Spain, defensively, been really good. Haven't conceded a goal. I know they've not played the most attacking of teams, but they haven't conceded a goal. I want more going forward. Orizabal, he didn't touch the ball for half an hour in the game the other day. I want more. I want more. I think they got the job done, but I said they'd win it before the tournament started, and I'm not sure I'm getting that vibe. Switzerland, Algeria. I'm going to go with Switzerland. This is the most relevant game of the round. But you know the rule. Switzerland, round of 16. They don't go before, they don't go after. Always round of 16. They will make it again. And now we got the big one. Argentina, Cape Verde. You know what it is, yeah? Everything in my head points towards Argentina. They've got Leo Messi. The guy has 6 goals in the group stage. He didn't even start the final game and he still scored. But to be fair, I will actually say some of Messi's goals have just been bad goalkeeping, and I'm going to stand on that, okay? But do we have a bit of fun? Do we go boring? We go, oh, Argentina will beat Cape Verde. Let's have a bit of fun, get a little bit techie with it, you know what I mean? Cape Verde, my boys, you're going through to the next round. Oh. Well, not necessarily. In my predictions, you are. Yeah, you'll probably get battered 5-0 after this. Colombia, Ghana, Colombia. That Colombia-Portugal game was the best 0-0 I've seen in a while. Really fun game. Finally, Australia, Egypt. Aussies, they're the two teams I like. The Aussies, of course, I've got family over there. Egypt have Mo Salah. So it was a question of who I love more, my family or Mo Salah. Well, not, but they're not close family, so I'm happy to say Mo Salah and give Egypt the win. Woohoo. To continue, I have to... What? I've got to pay. What? Why is it telling me I've got it right? Okay. Hold on, people. I'll be back. We're back, people. On a different website. It is a gambling website. I'm going to be honest with you. I do not condone gambling, okay? Do not use this website unless you're using a World Cup prediction, because people don't like making you predict the knockouts, apparently, for free. I know. The betting company being the moral winners in this situation is not what I was expecting. Please don't gamble. Well, you can. I'm not your mother. Do what you want. I don't really care, to be honest with you. Just to clarify, I've dug myself in a hole here by just waffling. I didn't even need to mention that. But okay, right. I do not promote gambling. Okay, I never will do that. Gambling companies, if you want to sponsor me, you can do one. Anyway, more importantly, on the 4th of July, American Independence Day, Germany play France. Oh, what a game! What a game! This doesn't feel like a round of 16 game. You know what I mean? It's too soon for Germany v France. Now, I know when I actually predicted the World Cup, I said Germany would win this game because I had this game happening. But I'm back in the French. France have been better than I thought, to be honest with you. I don't believe they have enough to win it. I still don't. You're going to sound really stupid, right? But I reckon Argentina have a better chance of beating France. And I know I just eliminated Argentina to Cape Verde. But you've got to trust the process here. I'm not sure the French midfield and defence have enough in them to win it. Anyway, Canada and Morocco, this is where the journey ends for the Canadians. Japan, Ivory Coast. I'm back in Ivory Coast. Japan, I want more. I'm back in Ivory Coast. Mexico, England. That's a big game. I can see that going to pens. That game's at 1 a.m. and I have to be up at just before 6 o'clock the next morning to be in school at 6:15. I'm going to be a bit low on sleep. Anyway, that's not really relevant to any of you or what happens in the game. It's relevant to what I see of the game because I'm probably going to be knackered watching it. Let's hope we don't go extra time or penalties because I'm just going to have to ride through the whole day. I'm going to Alton's house. I might die. Anyway, Mexico, England. Portugal, Spain, a repeat of the 2018 group stage game where Ronaldo scored a little hattie. I'm back in the Spaniards. I'm back in Spain. USA, Senegal. USA, I'm going with USA. Cape Verde, Egypt. Or you know what it is, yeah? Egypt have been a lot better than they were at AFCON. They have improved. The Mo Salah and Marmoush partnership down the middle, I'm loving it. And you know they're my boys. Egypt are my boys, but Cape Verde, man. Cape Verde have something about them, man. Maybe we're going a bit overboard with the Cape Verde thing. They haven't actually won a game. They've just drawn every game. And I have said they're going to beat Argentina. But in theory, they should beat Egypt. So we'll go Cape Verde. They are actually a good team. We're not even doing this for jokes. Cape Verde are a good team. Okay, maybe the Argentine one was for jokes. But they are a good team. Switzerland, Colombia. I'm going to go Colombia. Good team. Quarterfinals now. France, Morocco. Ooh. That's a fun one. Oh, my God. France, Morocco. I don't know, you know. That's a fun game. France, Morocco. Oh, I'm gonna. What were those noises? France, Morocco. Oh my God, that's so tough. Morocco, I'm doing it. Morocco beat France. I'm doing it. I'm saying it. But France have got Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe alone could do it for them, you know what I mean? No, I'm going France. Forget Morocco, I'm going France. Spain, USA. Spain. USA, that's where your journey comes to an end. England, Ivory Coast. I'm back in the England. I reckon England have enough to get it done over them. And I think that'll suit them a bit more because Ivory Coast will go for it. Cape Verde, Colombia. I believe this is where the Cape Verde fun comes to an end. I'm sorry. I just see Colombia getting the job done here. Colombia look really nice. So yeah, I'm gonna say this is where the Cape Verde fun comes to an end. Semi-finals. France, Spain. That's a belt of a game. Oh, right. We'll get. I'm gonna say England beat Colombia. That one I believe will happen. France v Spain. Oh my God, that's tough. The French or the Spanish? Baguettes or paella? Oh my God. I don't know. The French are good. But so are the Spanish. Lamine Yamal against that France backline would scare me if I'm France. But then Kylian Mbappe, of course. But Spain have a stronger defence than... oh my God. Is Unai Simon got enough in goal? I don't know. It's weird how he plays, isn't it? I mean, they've got two better goalkeepers waiting, but they play Unai Simon, one of the world's great mysteries, why he plays. I don't know, I really don't. It's a flip of a coin. I've seen more from the French this tournament, so I'm going to go France. Now we have my final. France v England. Oh, I'm going to go with England. I said earlier that I don't believe the French have it in it to win them. In it to win it? Yeah, in it to win it, not in it to win them. In it to win it. I'm not sure they have it in them to win it, is what I said. And I'm still not sure they do. I'm going to go England. Is that mad? Is it bad to say England? I believe the England talk has gone a bit over the top, as it always does. Ghana, okay, England were poor. I felt England did well against Panama. And England is more suited to these stronger teams. That France backline against Harry Kane and Jude Bellingham and Marcus Rashford, who, I'm telling you right now, I said it before, Marcus Rashford is going to be his tournament. It's going to be his. And that's why he's winning the World Cup. 19th of July at the MetLife Stadium, or in other words, the New York, New Jersey Stadium, which I'm still angry about as a name, by the way. New York, New Jersey. You pick one of them. You can either be New York or you can be New Jersey. Pick one. It does my head in. Like, why is that the name? Anyway, England to win on the 19th of July. I'm going to say England win the World Cup. England are going to win the World Cup. I can't believe I just said those words. I can't lie. You see that video of Wonderwall after Croatia, and you get that feeling it's coming home. I believe England are going to get the job done. So yeah, that's what I've gone with. England to win the World Cup. Will it happen? Well, we'll find out, won't we? But yeah, I like that. What did I say at the start of the tournament? I said, Lamine Yamal Player of the Year, played this tournament, tournament year. That could still happen. I had Spain reaching the semi-finals. I had Kabasi, young player, who, by the way, hasn't conceded a goal yet, has been quite rock solid. So that could happen. But yeah, okay. Golden Boot, I say Kane, which is definitely possible, although I imagine Messi will. But if my prediction comes true, Messi's gone after Cape Verde. Because, the mighty Cape Verde coming in. Anyway, if you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, comment, share, do all that cool stuff. I'll see you in a bit. The name's BeagieH2. Get to know. If you don't know, do one. And I'll see you all in a bit. Bum, 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 bum.